We're back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the channel. It has been a while, especially since we saw our good friend Henry here. Yeah, it's been a few months since we finished his story in the Capital Wasteland, but I thought that we'd come back and have a chat. We're already one of the toughest things in the wasteland, so there's nothing really to fear. Look at that. Oh, yes. So it has been a little bit, hasn't it? Oh, uploading regularly, going through the Let's Roleplay series and the Let's Stream Assassin's Creed, among some other things. Then I had a little bit of an audio problem. Yes. And we stopped uploading. The Let's Roleplay Fallout New Vegas series has been put on a hiatus until I could figure out what I was going to do to fix it. As I'm sure many of you know or have realized by now, I operate on a very, very amateur to low cost setup. I record with my Series X through Twitch, and then I download the VOD, and usually little to no editing, and we're done. But that's really not working out. I actually have a pretty nice microphone. If you can tell the difference in audio quality now, well then that's why. Because it's not very compatible with my Xbox. So I will continue to record the actual footage using Twitch, and I'm going to record my voice separately and put the two together. And this will also allow me to focus more on the quality of the video. I'll start editing, making cuts to longer portions of the video, but you'll always be able to see the uncut version. However, now with no audio from me on Twitch. I think that that's going to be the best way. I have a much heavier following on YouTube than I do Twitch anyway, and really, if you're just looking to pass the time and listen to some ambience and some random combat, that might work out better for people on Twitch. So, what are we going to do with all of the series that we've started? Well, I need some time to practice the new recording setup and getting everything mixed and everything like that, which means uploads are going to be a little bit longer between, unless I can really get into the groove. And hopefully that is the case. I'm not too tech illiterate, but the plan is to get into a groove and possibly try to doctor up some of the really bad New Vegas videos, see if I can salvage some of that audio. If not, then I'm simply going to pull my bootstraps back up, record in the new way, and we'll continue the story from there. And hopefully, I'll be able to do so in a more cinematic way. That's what we're hoping, at least. As far as the Let's Stream Assassin's Creeds, it's probably going to transition more into a Let's Play. I'll edit the titles for that just so that they're a little bit more accurate. And we'll just do straight, mostly unedited gameplay with my voice recorded after the fact. In addition to that, I would also like to begin doing more and more what would you call it? Video essays. How about that? little commentaries on games that I enjoy, opinions that I have as they come through, just as they come through. Some worm food. I'll probably edit that out, for example. But, maybe not. But yes, having little commentaries, little video essays on maybe franchises that I really enjoy, or things like that. Things that I can go back through and really, have a commentary. Like, for example, I could talk on the story and themes of Metal Gear and how they've changed my life for hours. And I probably will. I'm actually planning on having a playthrough of some of the Metal Gear titles, actually, now that they are mostly becoming more and more available on newer generation consoles. The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection came out earlier in the year, and really enjoying that, as well as just going through the Xbox One version of the Phantom Pain. Now, I don't want to confuse a lot of people, so I don't know if I'll wait until a Volume 2 comes out with Guns of the Patriots, which is the 4th game in the series, and maybe a remaster of Peace Walker, because I'm still working off of the HD remaster of that as well. Though, will they make that? I'm not sure. Maybe they'll even put out the Portable Ops 1 and 2, or Portable Ops Plus, which would be fantastic because I've not had the opportunity to play those games. What else? Yeah, we'll return to Sam when I get a little bit more comfortable with the way that we're doing the Bethesda RPGs. I may do a little bit of a excursion back into Fallout 3 actually, and do a Bad Karma playthrough of an alternate character. A little bit rougher than Henry, make some different choices. A whole lot less friends. And yeah, then we'd see where that goes. Like, for example, we're near Minefield in the footage here. And I know that if you side with the slavers in the good old Paradise Falls, Arkansas over here is an escaped slave. And while Henry would never, and really me, Jeff, would never, that's the kind of character that would just love to either take him in dead or, for the right amount of caps, alive. Oh yes. I'd like to return to Skyrim and do an Elder Scrolls playthrough. I feel like that would be fun, though I'd really want to make sure that I was telling a good story. I don't have a really good idea for a character yet, though, and this is controversial, with the new creations system that Bethesda has put forward, I may have an idea for a speech-based mercantile character that would take advantage of the East Empire expansion creation by the King Gaff Creation Company. If you're watching, King Gaff, good job. I know that it's a controversial discussion, but you're doing what's best for you and your community. What else? There's so much we didn't do in Fallout 3. And I feel like Henry's story is really done. This entire little footage here is even what I would consider non-canon. I'm just doing it so that we have something to record to. I'm not even jump around to some other footage in the actual video. I'll probably actually cut this out. But there's so much we didn't do in Fallout 3. Several of these power stations went discovered but unexplored. And I think that especially because a character like what I'm considering for a second Fallout 3 playthrough is not going to be like James or Catherine. No, a character like that is going to be probably lower intelligence, definitely lower charisma. I don't even know what my stats are. Yeah, so pretty fantastic, but lower charisma, lower intelligence, definitely high strength and agility, maybe even terrible luck. Though, didn't Henry also start off with really bad luck? I cannot remember. But we would absolutely terrorize the Capital Wasteland. And might would make right. So, what would a character like that do? Yeah, I developed the character already. I could talk on that now. Called Zeke the Freak. Vault 101, punk teenager. I actually got the slogan kind of from a song that I enjoyed quite a bit in my youth. My youth. It was Teenage Dirtbag. Oh, I cannot remember the band's name, but it'll come to me. But yeah, Zeke's just a teenage vault punk, baby. And he's trying to figure out what he's going to do now that he's been kicked out of the vault. Probably, rather than where Butch Deloria from 101 formed the Tuttle Snakes, that's not really Zeke's way. Zeke's definitely more of a loner. Maybe he'll travel with a partner like Jericho for a bit, but he's definitely not a gang leader. Henry was definitely a lone wanderer as well. We had help from Dogmeat and Fox and Paladin Star Cross, but most of them just fell by the wayside. Immersive. Look at that. Oh yeah. We're an animal friend. Zeke would not be. For example. Peace and good feelings would not go down well. Even the Krimkiv. He might turn the Krimkiv in for caps rather than burn it to the memory of Catherine's faith. It's been good to record again. I've definitely missed this. And I kind of like this open forum to talk. But this is just a channel update, really. I probably should have said that at the beginning of the video. But, you know, this is kind of just an off-the-cuff, off-the-rip discussion. And I'm really enjoying that. It's been good to step back into the microphone. Very, very good to step into the vault suit of Henry again. And he has seen some stuff, hasn't he? Really? Oh, there are enemies nearby. I wonder who. I was gonna check the date.
You got what you deserve, dumbass.
Yeah. You're absolutely right, outcasts. Oh, but what was I saying? Good to be back in the wasteland. Having some good times. even better to be back in the recording. I've missed it a lot, actually. So I do want to get back to it. And I hope that you'll forgive me for being gone for so long. Life got in the way for a bit there, and we were really looking at, honestly, closing up shop. But I had the idea to do this new method, and hopefully it works out for all of us. I'm looking to get back to the old series. I've played through Mirage personally. I know that was quite a bit of excitement there in the news area. Very successful, very well received Assassin's Creed game. And I am glad to be able to add it to the marathon. Honestly, by the time we get there, Assassin's Creed Codename Red will probably be out, and that'll be a whole nother one that we can try. Haven't gotten to a game that we can blind play yet, though I did recently pick up Baldur's Gate 3 when it shadow dropped on the Xbox One or Series X during the Game Awards. So we may do a blind playthrough of that. Definitely more spread out than normal, but yeah. This would be a great thumbnail. Look at that. Jeff's back. Gotta love that. Oh, but what else? Actually, this is really nice. With the HUD turned all the way down. If we actually got into combat, I might die, but this is non-canon for good old Henry here. So, a kind of schedule, or let's say a synopsis of what we're going to be doing. Now that I've kind of rambled on for far too long now. It's about 18 minutes in my recording, but it probably won't feel like that once I've uploaded it. We are going to be returning to Assassin's Creed Unity and finishing that up. We're actually almost done with that game, really. We will be returning to Sam in Fallout New Vegas, though that might take a bit to get back to. We might have some fun and play around with the idea of coming back to Fallout 3 and kind of just practicing the new method of recording. The new method of recording. With that, is going to take some getting used to, I think. A little nerve-wracking when you can't see their health. But it's interesting. But yes, Sam's playthrough will return, as well as Assassin's Creed. We may start a Skyrim, or maybe even a countdown to Metal Gear, or not Metal Gear, but Grand Theft Auto 6. Playing through some of those games. I might pick up the Grand Theft Auto collection and then play through, what is that? 3 Vice City, San Andreas, and then 4 The Walking Dead, The Ballad of Gay Tony, and then 5. For all the good it did, we may need to put on the good old power armor for the first time in a while. But yes, very excited for Grand Theft Auto 6. It looks fantastic, even though it got spoiled or leaked early from Rockstar's original plan. Though, with something that outstanding, or oh, look at that armor. I missed the Winterize T-51B. But yes, with something as extremely anticipated as that, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest that it leaked. Though you do have to wonder. How disrespectful to the developers and all their hard work. All of their hard work. I've never played the original, the first three 3D Grand Theft Autos. I've only played the 4th and 5th with all the DLC. So I'm very excited about that. In the spirit of Rockstar, we may pick up some of their other titles, like the Max Payne trilogy, maybe even L.A. Noire, and of course, if we're going to do any of that, we've got to get to Red Dead Redemption. Though, I don't know if I'll play that chronologically or if I'll play it in order of release. Because really, I don't know. I think I would like to see the first game replayed in the context of 2. And then, of course, the side content being Undead Nightmare, which is one of the greatest DLCs ever made, in my opinion. But if we're going to do all that, then we've got to go to the true greatest DLC ever made, which would be the fantastic expansion from Bethesda, the Shivering Isles, which would merit a which would merit a Oblivion playthrough, unmodded, just like our Fallout series. But that's not too terrible. It has been too long since I've seen Megaton. So let's jump over here real quick and just check it out.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, yes. Back
Hello.
to it. That's what I'm saying.
Damn it. You made me mess up the song.
So sorry. I've never heard that bit of dialogue before. How nice. I'm sorry, did someone put some trash on Henry's door since he's been gone? Honestly, it's probably the Church of the New Light. Something like that. Well, it's gone now.
How may I serve you, master?
As always, well. Thank you. Get some light back on. I'm just talking to myself, really. How much of this is going to be cut out in editing? But we're going to have great footage.
How may I serve you, master?
Oh, yes. Walking back around Megaton. Or Megaton, really. I know I probably mispronounced the entire Henry playthrough, which is only a little funny. We'll probably also have some conversation pieces on the Fallout TV show. Oh, I didn't even look at the new look from the Game Awards. I was working while it was happening in real time. But yeah, I haven't looked at the new sneak peek I'll have to do that after we're done recording. But yeah. Oh, Megaton. And Moriarty's Saloon. I wonder how Zeke would deal with Moriarty. And I want to make sure that people know, too, that playthrough is not just going to be the stereotypical walk in, shoot everybody, walk out. Oh, I found a note at the end of the thing so that I can continue. No, Zeke, he's not bloodthirsty. He's just not as nice as Henry. Even Henry came to grow a dark side. Oh, but Operation Anchorage. Zeke would tear that up. Absolutely. Hey, Jericho.
Got something to say to me, kid?
Not in this life. But yeah. Great time. Coming back and recording. I think that it's going to be a good opportunity to come back and really enjoy ourselves. Now, I have never seen that. I've played this game for 2008. 2018 was 10 years. Going on 20 years. I've never seen. That's Lucas Sims' house. He has an upstairs balcony. I'm gonna look at it. We're here. We're recording. We're having a good time. And I think that's
Boys, I'd breathe a lot easier knowing that thing is pretty dead.
well, thank you. I'd sleep a whole lot easier knowing that I'd seen everything to see in Megaton. It's not canon. It's not canon at all. Does that mean that I don't have the strength bobblehead either? That'd be hilarious. Get it in a non-canon video. Hunting rifle teddy bear. I'm not crazy. I even caught him up there. Holy water pamphlet, that's what that is. There ain't no way. Oh. This is the disadvantage of playing on console. no, no way to clip. That is bizarre. Oh. Well, not for regular players then.
Bless you.
Bless you. Huh. What a strange one. No, there's another door. I'm not crazy. Look at that. I have never been up here. Wow, that's special. And I'm glad for everyone. Who is here? But I found it. Look at that. That might be the thumbnail right there. But I think that this has gone on long enough. It won't be nearly this long in the actual video. But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today for the for this little kind of a update. It's been too long, and I'm glad to be back. I hope that the audio ends up fine. I can doctor this audio up since I own it, and it's not automatically processed over the video as well. So, yeah, look at that. This entire adventure was absolutely not canon, but I'm glad Henry found it in some kind of life. I'm probably going to be doing some more test footage, just compiling some stuff. Also, I'm going to collect a bit of footage just to have running in the background because, you know, I feel strange using anyone else's background footage, and with the amount that I game, if I just record for a bit, it's not going to hurt anything. But I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in today. This has been Jeff the Narrator, and I'm so glad that you decided to use a little bit of your time to hang out with me back in the wasteland. I didn't have it in me to port over to the Sierra Madre. That's just far too depressing. And I don't want to reveal any of the other characters that I'm planning for the other 3 playthroughs. I've talked about them a little bit, but not very much. Okay, well, I'm going to get to work on editing this in post. Post finally exists. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and until next time, and as always, keep telling stories.